Stop using Photoshop to edit your photos. Instead, use Google's new Nano Banana model to generate content that's better than a $50,000 marketing team. By the end of the video, you'll have the exact prompts and step-by-step process I use to build apps that can literally replace expensive designers, giving you an unfair competitive advantage before anyone else discovers this. What's up guys, this is Ben with God of Prompt, and today we're going to go over Nano Banana, or officially known as Gemini 2.5 Flash Image. And I know you may be scared by seeing so many Bens on one screen, but have no fear, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to use this tool and get the most out of it. Now when most people go to edit an image, they turn to a tool like Photoshop, but what can take weeks in Photoshop, Nano Banana can now do in seconds. The speed, accuracy, and cost efficiency of this tool are what set it apart and make this release a big deal. By the way, if you want to make sure you never miss another huge release like this again, check the description and download one of our free guides with your email. It'll also sign you up for our newsletter. You won't regret it. Remember throughout this video to steal all of the prompts that I'm using by taking a screenshot of your screen, pasting that into your chatbot of choice, and telling it to give you the text from the image. That way you guys can use these prompts immediately and get immediate value. Now, the simplest way to access Nano Banana is through the normal Gemini chat interface. So you can go to gemini.google.com, ensure you have the create images option selected with the banana emoji. Here's a random old cracked photo I found from online, and we're gonna just say restore this photo and submit that. Here's what it looked like before, and in just about 10 seconds after, we have a nicely restored image. Now that's good to start, but if you want to take your image editing experience to the next level, go ahead to Google AI Studio at aistudio.google.com. In this chat window here, we can select the Nano Banana model on the right hand side, and we can try the default prompt to try Nano Banana, generate an image of a banana wearing a costume, and see what that gives us. The great thing about Nano Banana is you can edit your images with plain text. If we want our banana to wear a different costume, we can simply say, make it wear a rapper outfit with chains and diamonds. And again, in record time, these generations are only taking 8 seconds or so. It'll generate the revised image. One cool thing about Nano Banana is the image quality does not degrade as you iterate on the images, as some other image generation tools do. I mean, come on, if this is not a true work of art, I don't know what is. But that's not all, because Google AI Studio has an insane feature called Build, which we can navigate to on the left-hand side here. Here we can use natural language to build entire apps with Gemini and interact with them all in our browser, and they can use the Nano Banana model if we tell it to. But before we build our own, let's see which templates are already available for us to use. So let's try GemBooth, for example. You can apply image model effects to images from your webcam using Gemini 2.5 Flash Image, aka Nano Banana. Now, I can't use my webcam to record this video and use the feature at the same time, so I took some photos ahead of time to show you guys what it's capable of. You essentially open GemBooth, your webcam will be showing here live, you pick a style, and then you can click the take a picture button, and it'll transform that picture into your desired style. So just to give you guys an example of some of the styles this thing can generate, we have the old filter here. Here is the comic book filter. This is me with a beard. I don't know if I like that or not. I guess I'll let you guys decide. This is a psychedelic style. Here's the anime style, which is absolutely cringe and hilarious. This one was just me going like this with the 19th century filter. And this is me with the animated style, and I really like the artistic interpretation of, you know, the items I have in my background. It's really cool. Here's a Renaissance style image with me and my cat. Here is 8-bit, and props to my cat for letting me hold him up and take a couple pictures with him. And this is statue, which is absolutely spot on to the statue I have right behind me. It even converted my headphones to marble, which is absolutely awesome. Now that's pretty cool, but here's where we get to the real unfair advantage when it comes to this tool. Back in Google AI Studio, we go to the sidebar, go back to the Build tab, and we can build our own apps using Nano Banana. Remember to just steal this prompt, but it says make me an app where I can upload pictures of my product and insert them into different ad formats, like a billboard, newspaper ad, bus stop ad, etc. Come up with 10 ideas and make this powered by Gemini 2.5 Flash image. So essentially what we're doing when we run this prompt is Google Gemini is going to vibe code this application for us to use right in the browser using the new model. Here it's generating all of the code for us. And in just a little over a minute and 75 seconds, it built this entire vibe-coded application that we can use to generate marketing content for our business. So let's use God of Prompt's complete AI bundle as an example image. This is the product that the AI is going to help us visualize as an ad mockup. So let's look at our options here. We asked the AI in plain text to give us 10 ideas, and here we have them, right? We could do Times Square billboard. We could do a subway station poster. I think that one might be cool because I want to see if it looks kind of real. And we just click generate ad here, and it'll create the image for us right in the UI in the browser here. And in less than 10 seconds, we have a really nice image we can post on X or Instagram to generate engagement or intrigue about our brand. Remember, I did not choose any of these templates that were all generated by AI, so let's explore them for a moment. Here is the vintage newspaper ad. Here is a city bus wrap. Here's what it generated for a futuristic website pop-up. And just to show you guys exactly how fast this is in real time, let's try to generate the Times Square billboard image. So it's generating, let's give it just 1 second here. Bam. As easy as that. We're right on Times Square. Look at that. I think I see this in our future. What about you guys? Now, I know what you're thinking. That's really cool and you want to jump in and try this tool. But wait, there's more. If we exit our full screen here, we have the chat. It's our code assistant. So this is going to help us revise the entire tool as a whole. So we'll ask Gemini to add a marketing slogan to each image you generate. Make a new one for each image. We send the prompt and it'll revise the code appropriately so that the app on the right side will do that. So here we are only 52 seconds later and we've revised the entire app that we're using. No programmers, no designers required. Let's try the same image, but let's do a fashion magazine spread instead and see which marketing slogan it gives us. There you have it. We have the slogan of experience elegance, intelligence refined. Wow, that is so cool. If we change it to, let's say, rainy bus stop ad, let's see if it gives us a different slogan. Here we have the rainy day, unlock your potential, master AI, and it's even nicely lit against the dim background. So again, as we're going through this, think about how you can implement this in your own business. What app can you build that can automate a big portion of your ad creative or content creation? So on the topic of content creation, let's try to make a content generation machine from scratch, only using natural language. We're gonna go back into the build tab of Google AI Studio, and we'll essentially ask it to make a ton of images for Instagram in the style of a breaking news announcement. And we said to let me upload a picture and to let the user type in what the breaking news is about. So again, screenshot this prompt so you can transcribe it to text and throw it in your own version of Google AI Studio. That'll let you one-shot this application just like me. Now it's going through the entire process of coding everything again, which I don't expect will take much longer than 1 minute. And here's what we are left with. We're gonna full screen the build. Let's upload our product image. Not sure if you caught that, but it said analyzing brand colors here on the right. As the breaking news headline, we're gonna say Ben is the most handsome AI YouTuber, 100% fact. Let's click generate. Back with our app in full screen here. Here's the generated image. Breaking news. Ben is the most handsome. Oh, we misspelled handsome here. AI YouTuber, 100% fact. So this might suffice for Instagram. I would personally try to tweak this app a little to make it a square image. I think it took the original resolution from my image. But anyway, it lets you download the image. After we've downloaded the image, we can drag it back into a new instance of Google AI Studio chat. And we can simply say something like, spell check. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. If I run into an issue with one of these tools, I'm going to let you guys know live. And I'm actually having issues getting it to spell handsome right. Handsome, which tells me that while AI isn't quite there yet with text generation and manipulation, it is really good at adapting to different styles. Let's actually give our brand news generator another shot. We're gonna use a different breaking news headline this time. Here is the image it generated. That looks like a beautiful Instagram post to me. I'm gonna let the hypnotizing nature of AI generated code run in the background while I tell you guys how to get the most out of this feature. First is that single turn edits work the best. Don't layer a bunch of instructions to each iteration of an image. Try to only edit one thing about the image at a time. You want to be detailed about what you want, so the more detailed prompts you give, the better. This new image model has world knowledge. You can think of it like a creative partner. It'll take some artistic liberties and it'll fill in some of the blanks if you let it. So here is a Polaroid generator that I just vibe coded in like a minute. Lets us upload an image, choose a decade style, and create a Polaroid. So I didn't really have to tell it what style to follow for each decade. I'm just sort of letting it make that creative decision for me. So that's what I mean when I'm talking about world knowledge. So let's try the 90s, the decade that I was born. And there we go, beautiful Polaroid. Let's try a 1960s one before we never use this app again. Here's our 1960s result. You can see a little bit more dark and, you know, a little bit more grainy. Back in the build tab, here is the final use case we're going to show today. We're going to make an app where we can upload an image of a product and insert it into a scene. So this might be an AI home design application. Now that our product scene creator is done, we can upload our product image, the scene that we want to insert the product into, and some instructions. We're going to just say place it on the main table, generate the scene. Let's see what we get. There you have it, our totally realistic calculator on the table there. So just imagine all the product photography and interior design applications. Now, if I were you guys, I would jump into this tool immediately because not a lot of people know about it yet. If you were to show the average person on the street this technology, they'd be absolutely blown away. Now's your chance to dive in before everybody learns about it and to save thousands in design costs. The 3 levels of usage here are going to be number 1, to use it in the Google Gemini chat interface. Number 2 is going to be the pre-built vibe coded apps in the build tab. And level 3, which is where you're going to get the most business value, is creating your own apps. And if you really want to take it to the next level and build some custom solution with this new model for your business, after you build an app, you can save the code, you can download the app, you can work with GitHub, you can even deploy it from this UI. Now you have the exact prompts and step-by-step process I use when working with Google's Nano Banana. How many times have I said Nano Banana in this video? Remember, we're effectively paying 4 cents per image generated here as opposed to paying thousands for a marketing team, for example. So if you appreciate getting this unfair advantage before everyone else, please hit the subscribe button. Check out the links to the free guides in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.